Divine Feminine, your twin sold his soul and they tried to take you with them. But when you declined, the karmic came tumbling after. Welcome to Spiritual Court TV. If you're new here, you won't be for long. Maybe you're a kindred soul. If you're returning back, you already know where it's at because you know what needs to be known. That's what I just heard. Let's get into it. This is a past life connection. Six of Cups immediately comes out. Thank you, divine angels, divine mother, for protecting me from all of the copycat energies. A lot of people trying to copy these stories, but they're not their stories to have. Whoever your twin is, they sold their soul and tried to convince you. This person was asleep after they, look, I can't make this up. They tried to hide it. Your twin sold their soul, divine feminine. 10 of Pentacles in the moon. In order to sell their soul, they needed your soul to be compliant in agreement with them. And when you decline, a karmic came tumbling after, trying to wear your essence. Something like that. Look at this divine masculine emperor energy. It's so hard watching a king forfeit his soul for that which already belongs to him. He doesn't need to do anything. All he has to do is remember who he is. Oh, yeah, I can't make it up. Although I'm pulling from those cards, I want to pull from these cards first. Let's see what's going on. I can't make it up. Look, this is two people that were supposed to be together, work together. This was the agreement that you made in the spirit. This is why you return to live out destiny, prophecy by way of a divine union. When you told him no, the karmic came tumbling right after to try to take your place. I can make this up. Whoever you are the divine mother. You gave birth to a grown man. Some of these men, without having touching skin, intimately, sexually, unconditional love, you are the mother, you are the healer. You came in with healing energy. This is a part of the prophecy. Clarify this person. I was going to say man, okay? Spirit said, just call him a person. Look, I can't make this up. The lover. Somebody was supposed to love you, protect you, take care of you. You ascended beyond it. You decided, okay, well, listen, I told you you're my soulmate. I told you you're my twin. You made a deal with the devil and you want me to come with you. I decline. It's a hell to the no. So this is where the story ends. I can't make this up. And you grounded yourself. You stabilized yourself. Okay. Something about the mother and the father. You are the parents. You are the mother and father of all. That's what I just heard. You gave birth to a lot of these gods that are walking the earth. This is what they don't know. Even the people that are trying to take some of the ancient souls out don't know that some of you are people that gave birth to them in previous lifetimes. It's like attacking themselves. Crazy. I know, right? Sold his soul to the devil. And the karmic, clarify the karmic. Yeah, she came tumbling after. This is what he ended up with. This is what they look like. There's somebody that's been rejected. There's somebody that comes from a bloodline where all the curses are very much active. They don't want to do the work. They like drama, toxicity, promiscuity. Okay. Yeah, this person was totally not the gift. Therefore, this person lost their gift. And now, whoever your twin is, your ex soulmate, this person has been excommunicatoed. Okay. X'd out of your life, exit stage left expeditiously. That's what I just heard. Now they're in scarcity, lack, and poverty. I can't make this up. There's somebody that lost their contract with the divine feminine. Clarify. This guy sold his soul. Something about you looking better than ever, divine feminine. Listen, you are not obligated when you have a soulmate, a twin flame. If you're on that journey, you share the same soul and you have a spiritual contract with them, you are not obligated when they go after the karmic that came tumbling after. And I heard tumbling after like she just rolled on in, rolled out from some damn hole from up under something that looked like this. Oh my God. Somebody fell for a she devil, a she demon. Okay, clarify. You have something good coming in here. Look at your spirit team. You continue to do the work. Okay. I just heard one relationship doesn't stop the show. Yeah, you continue to do the work. This person sold their soul and they wanted you to come with them. And you said no. Your light team stepped in and broke this contract. That was where the story ended. Somebody wanted you broken. Somebody wanted you to hold up the end of the twin flame soulmate bargain, this contract, so much so that they would never have to do the work while they ran after a karmic feminine that came tumbling after. This is a tumbler. This is somebody that just runs in and runs out. They're all over the place. Rejection, abandonment, desertion. Somebody found something that was coming up out of the trash. This is a sword maiden right here with gift in the reverse. This person didn't have the gift. These people could be bound in a relationship currently in lack, poverty, and struggle. There's no divinity there. Yeah, that's what happens when you forfeit your soul. That's how the devil shows up after the illusions wear off, you know? That's what I just heard. It's a harsh reality. I'm just here to tell the message, give the message, tell the story. You're looking good, divine feminine, Sigma energy, independent. I just heard Mayat walks with you. Okay, so you're fair, you're loving, you did your part and somebody did not, and so now you get to reap the benefits. You could be coming into a better union. That's what I just heard. This person was non-committal, a player from the wherever the hell they came from. I was going to say the Himalayas. The universe was like, yeah, don't put him over here, that's not a zip code. The Himalayas don't claim this player. Somebody played a game and it's all played out. Somebody was playing a game that was dangerous, okay? They were dancing with the devil. It's a dirty dance. They signed a dirty contract. The karma came running after. Non-committal cup. Somebody treated an empress like they were nothing. And they went towards somebody that gave them exactly what they deserved. They're both together forever. You're a role model. Something about you standing up. Role model could also represent you being a good example for your bloodline, for your family, for your children, for the people in your community. Something about you having a victory, successfully overcoming this betrayal. Clarify, this person sold their soul and they wanted you to do it too. Yeah, they sold their soul. Look, I can't make this up. Somebody thought they were going to sell their soul, take your soul, and run off with a karmic that's out here, that's a sewer maiden, that's out here looking like this, and you're a whole healer. You gave birth to grown men. You're a healer. You gave birth to men you didn't even give birth to. Yeah, you bring a very mothering energy. Something like that. I can't make this up. Corruption, bribe, and coercion. Somebody made a deal. I just heard hot hands. Look at that red hand. That's the devil's hand. The devil said, here, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you that. They had both hands open, thinking that they were going to take you with them, steal what belongs to you, and run off with the karmic in the sunset for what they thought would be a happily ever after. I just heard hoppity hippity skip. Okay, somebody could have been skipping to that deal. It's a narcissist. This person sold their soul. Now they're mad. This person's soul is on the other side, so they're just an empty vessel, and they're watching you be in this empowerment energy. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I just heard, I'm every woman. It's all in me. I love that. Divinely. Man, this person is crazy. They sold their soul. They thought you were going to come along. You told them hell no. And now they ended up with anything that just came after that. Once you sell your soul, you're attacked. You're attacked by, I meant to say attracted to. Yeah, somebody can only be with the low vibrational person. That was a part of the demonic deal. There's nothing good that comes out of these deals with the devil because somebody wanted to steal the gifts, the rewards, the incentives that came along with the contract, but they didn't want to fulfill what was required of them. This then revealed their posture, their character, narcissist energy. You end up with all the spiritual gifts. You end up with the 10 of Pentacles. Man, just imagine somebody was supposed to share this 10 of Pentacles with you. Clarify. I just heard they signed a deal in blood. Oh man, somebody was eager to sign a contract. Damn. What's that got to do with you? You got security at the gate. Yeah, you got security at the gate. You're too protected. You're too guarded. Everything you've worked for is protected. Somebody thought they were going to leave you brokenhearted. So this rejection, abandonment, desertion was supposed to be you, divine feminine, but instead you come out as somebody who's changed and adapted and adjusted with the light team, role model, victory, winning. You got over it. You're excited, attractive. You're attracting a lot of attention too. It's your aura. You got good energy. You recovered. You recovered the terms and conditions of what somebody was trying to steal. Corruption and bribe. Somebody sold their soul to the devil and thought you were going to come with them. Yeah, look. They sold their soul to the devil. They gave a coven, a group of people, dominion over their soul, and they thought that they were going to take you with them. Clarify. They're bound to a witch in the group, okay? This is the Jezebel. This is the karmic feminine that came tumbling after. As soon as they signed the contract, the devil was like, okay, here's your bride. There's somebody else that sold their soul. That's why they crying like, oh, I want to marry you. Yeah, you got to marry this demon now. Now y'all together. These contracts, these diabolical marriages, they're put together by people who decide these people's fate. They don't have any control over their lives. They're told where to go, what to do. They have handlers, who to sleep with, who to co-create with. They're co-creating demonic ass babies and all of that. This man might be barren though. His seed might be impotent. Something about him not being able to give birth to a child. Okay. This is when you see people go barren. They can't have children, things of that nature. That's not always the case. I don't want to mock anybody that is attempting to have a child, but demonically, this is a part of the demonic contract. Somebody tried to take you and sacrifice you and run off with the fortune with somebody else. They didn't read the fine prints. They didn't know the contract. It don't spin like that. Something like that. Yeah, now they're getting shocking news, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I can't make it up. Unexpected. What's so unexpected here? What's going on, Holy Spirit? Cool guy, main guy, attractive, authoritative. Okay. Who's the cool guy? Main male, attractive person. Law and order, spiritual court, okay, legal situations, candle magic. Somebody thought they were going to pull your soul towards this coven, take your soul and leave you in this desolate place. And now they're finding out that your light team is lighting people's asses on fire. Clarify, you sold your soul, twin. Yeah, you sold your soul, twin. We not twinning, you twinning with the sewer mating. Mating. Oh, somebody's mating with a maiden, a sewer mating. Yeah, once you bind up with a toxic feminine energy like this, a woman of ill repute, she's already sold her soul. They're being controlled by this coven. They have to be together. These covens put people together. Whoever they want to be together, that's who they got to be with. If they don't approve of the partner, okay, this could be their mother, their sister, their daddy, or whatever. If they don't approve of the person that this karmic masculine is with, they can't be with the person. Somebody forfeited sovereignty, thinking for themselves, okay? They would rather be under control. That's what I just heard. It's easier that way, okay? Something like that. But something about a union, okay? So now with mind games, manipulation and trickery and confusion, somebody thought you were going to be hurt in confusion. This person wanted to rip your heart out your body. That's what I just heard. They wanted to take your heart. You're a healer, that's why. Something about your ability to mend and recover quickly, emotionally. Yes, you didn't cry long enough for this person. It's the kind of person that if you break up, they immediately end up in another relationship. Yeah, it's a narcissist. It's a vampire. They're being controlled by something demonic. This person sold their soul. The price was cheap. They're on a cold ass level. It's going in too deep. That demon's about to spin the block and they can't sleep. They got the sewer maiden on the side, and all she does is weep. They co-created with a sewer maiden, a child. Something that was conjured up about a hell. Something about rituals around sex and all kinds of weird stuff. Child, we are not interested. Where the hell they running from? Where they running to? Where they running from? Do they know where they're going? Do you know where you going to? Do you like the things the devil showing you? What are you gonna do? They don't know. That's confusion. That's delusions. Somebody thought you were going to give them access to your pure soul and join some type of coven. Somebody may have even done rituals trying to call upon your name and summons your spirit. and that didn't go so well. In the middle of the ritual, somebody might have got messed up. Something opened up. Somebody opened up a door and they got exposed by your light team. Somebody saw your light team and did not even know what they were looking at. Somebody in this coven is a professional spirit person, meaning they can recognize names of demons, angels. They know how to channel, like, oh, that's that kind of spirit, or oh yeah, this is it. When they open this door to try to conjure your spirit, or try to tap into your knowledge, gain access to your knowledge, they got exposed. Your light team, somebody immediately became afraid. Whoever this high ranking witch is, okay, the mother witch in their coven that tells them who to be with, what to not, whatever. Somebody sold their soul to this coven. They sold their soul to the devil and they wanted you to come along. You said, hell no, you ascended. This is where the buck stops. The story ends there. And somebody then tries to do something again in order to gain access. Whoever this high ranking witch is, she's in a low place. She's afraid. And this is somebody that is like, this is the one they all look up to, like, oh, we know she's gonna, she's gonna blah, blah, blah. She's afraid. She's terrified. She doesn't even know what she's looking at. Your angels, she don't know if your angels are demons, if they're angels, if they're aliens. She ain't never seen nothing like this. She's being asked within the group to identify the spirit. Why? Because they want to give an offering to the spirit, but she don't know what kind of spirit she's looking at. This is what happens when you go rickety racking it around, retching around for things that don't belong to you. Don't do that. Somebody tried to summons your spirit woman and pull you up out of your vessel and steal your heart, your soul, and your mind, and ended up getting messed up. Why? Because they wanted to get access to your knowledge. And this man once was a point of contact. This man, your twin, your soulmate that sold their soul, he used to be a point of contact, but now he's useless. He's just over there with the sword maiden being used. They don't even see him fit to be used for anything. Lack, poverty, struggle. He's not bringing in anything that is helping this group out. He's just a slave, y'all, with a ball and chain around his neck. A narcissist. Okay? They open up that door to try to tap into your consciousness, messed around and got messed up. That's what happened. They also tried to do this to your children, to take their creativity. Collective. They came for your crown, okay? They came for your children's crown. They came for whatever this work is that you're here to do. The reason you reincarnated as an ancient soul, your destiny. And they did it to your children too. Okay. Clarify the children. When somebody couldn't attack you, they went after the children. You may or may not share a child with this person. For some of you, it's just a soulmate. For some of you, it's a twin flame situation. Now this person is over there crying. Look at him and the karmic child. This is just pathetic. I mean, I can't feel bad for them. I can't find it within my soul, commercial break, to feel bad for these people. I don't like the fact that anybody has to go through this, but when you consciously are out here sleep and you sleep and you sell your soul to a group, a coven, and the devil, and you signed on the dotted line, you were sweating, you were perspiring, you were salivating, just thinking about signing your name in blood, excited, thinking that you were going to take out this chosen one. Now you got to watch this one from the other side because your soul is trapped around a 60-second heaven and hell, bound in some chains and some shit. It's a lot going on. Oh, man, that's crazy. I just heard, come get me. Ain't nobody coming up there to get you. Ain't nobody coming to get you from hell. Hell no. Ain't that? You belong to them. Yeah, we don't belong together. Yeah, scarcity. Look at him in the karmic, just sitting up looking crazy. This is really honestly a gift that you were able to get away from this person. If you have children with this person, your child is the common denominator, but the curses will not fall on that child. Okay? This person was desperate. When they couldn't take you out, they tried to come for the child. If you don't have any biological children with this karmic masculine, a divine masculine, somebody that was supposed to be divine who went karmic, somebody that did not want to do the work, so they just wanted things fast. They went towards the devil, made a deal, and the devil was waiting. Yeah, they got to live out that contract. I can make it up. Everything that they got is bound. Their star, their heart, their everything is over. They then try to do this to your children, okay? This is a narcissist that's saying we have to get this done. Let's just go for the little boy. Let's go for the little girl. That didn't work. Clarify. The child is growing stronger. That's what I just heard. This person came in with intentions to harm. Somebody came into a relationship fully asleep. And look at you, unconditional love, lover, healing. You came to help them mend their wounds and awaken them. When you saw that they were asleep, you like, okay, yeah, I got to get up out of here. Somebody sold their soul real quick, real fast. Intention to hurt and harm your children. That's what I just heard. They may have even put something in your children's food. There's a contract here. Somebody was under full possession. Their soul has been since gone. So when you were in a relationship with them, they were already gone. Okay. Now they're trying to come back in. Somebody came in friendly. This could have been a friendship that went into a relationship. This person put something in your cup and your children's cup, and now they're afraid because they're like, what kind of DNA do you have that everything that we put in your food, the poison, the graveyard dirt, is not working on you? Somebody put some like bones from a dead person, okay, in your food. You alchemized that, sent the dead person back to wherever they belong. These people are shook. Whoever's in this coven, they don't know what the hell to do. You keep telling all their secrets. You keep revealing what it is that they're doing with your spiritual gifts. They're questioning their sanity. Yeah, look, I can make this up. They were told, stop, sit your ass down. Look, it's going to work. Don't worry about it. Devil just pulling them up out their bodies, pulling them into hell. And somebody got the nerve to be trying to pull you into hell. If you don't get your dumb ass, I need your help. Call that karmic. Look at both of y'all sitting out here stuck in some type of realm that I don't think these people know where they are. Fraudulent. Somebody was not the real deal. Okay. Somebody also wanted you to encounter nothing but karmic masculines after you broke up with them. They were told, don't do that. Caution. Yeah, it's crazy business. Children, creativity, the crown. They went for the crown of you and your child. Okay. Now, if this is a step up father, if this was a boyfriend, meaning this person ain't been a man in a really long time. I don't know about y'all, but I don't need no boyfriend. I don't need no girlfriends. I don't need none of that. We ain't been girls in a long time. It's time to grow up. Although we look really, really young, that's nice. That's a perk. Let your ego talk. Okay, that's a perk. Okay, whatever. Let's see what's going on here. Somebody is mad. They don't know what to do. Okay, they've been mad. They've been mad for centuries. They were mad in the last lifetime when they fell for the same Jezebel. The people in the coven, the people that they sold their soul to, are familiar spirits. They always get with these people in life. They always mess up. Yeah, they keep coming back, only to mess up, coming back, spinning the block, only to mess up. Okay, let's see. Somebody's ancestors are on somebody's ass, so they keep saging. I see somebody saging like, oh, that's not my energy. I rebuke any energy that's not mine. No, that's somebody's ancestors on your ass. Because you play too much. I just heard remove me from your heart and your mind. Yeah, they don't want to let go because now they're only imagining in torment what their life could have been had they respected you and protected you the way they were supposed to. No, listen. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? ¿Qué es eso? What is that? That's a sewer maiden. What time is it? It's time to wake up. Todo lo que brilla no es de oro. They went for a sewer maiden. All that glitters is not gold. The devil tricked this person up out of their soul. That's what I'm saying. I'm just here because it's already been told. And guess what? Currently, right now, what's going on in real time? It's a tower. That's why I heard que hora es. It's a tower. It's an hour for the tower. They could have had the money. They could have had the power. They could have had all of that. The power comes from within. You see what I'm saying? But somebody wanted power over you. That's not power. That's weak. How you want power over yourself and you got a handler? How you want power over somebody else and somebody got a remote control? Somebody's putting a battery in your back How you want to dominate somebody else and you can't even dominate your own thoughts? You can't even control your 7 deadly sins. You can't even stand in between the pillars of physical and spirit and balance yourself out, but you want to dominate a divine feminine? How? We're going to need you to dominate your eating schedule first. You still eating low vibrational foods. You still laying down. I don't eat pork. Yeah, but you eating ass from a sword maiden. I'm just saying, okay, I'm back. That was mean. Ace of Wands. It's divine D out here. Divine intervention, divine divination, divine men. I can't make this up. 5 of Swords. Somebody's still trying to sneak around and retch around. You think we could be friends? You like, you smell like a sword maiden. Leave me alone. Somebody's trying to pull you in the hill with them, literally. Knight of Cups in the reverse because their contract is just dragging them down. This is an emotional manipulator. This person, you could have got the money, you could have got the power, you could have had all of that, but instead you chose to have a tower. The karmic came rolling in after you signed that deal with the devil, a sword maiden. Now, why do you call on us? And what is it that you want us to help you with the 8 of Wands? Okay, changes in the air, clarify communication. Keep your eyes on the final hour. It's the Chariot. Somebody's watching your chariot roll away. Bound to a karmic, basically. But they're under a contract. And when that contract ends is determined by the people that control their heads. They sold their heads. They sold their souls to something that was supposed to give them power. Instead, they're getting a tower in this hour. That's crazy. Let me take a sip of my protein shake. Hold on, y'all. Commercial break. I'm parched. It's a pathetic, it's a pathetic story. It's not a love story. This person was too asleep to ever even attempt to awaken to the love that they were supposed to awaken to in this lifetime. Somehow your Holy Spirit, divine feminine, had protected you from this heartbreak because that heartbreak was your awakening. Had this never happened, you would not have learned how to adapt to this capacity. You would not have known how to tap into your dark empath energy. Like sometimes you got to burn it, you got to let it go. You see that fire, just let it burn. There's no running when it's your turn. This person thought they were crazy when they found the love of their life, but they reached for something that was fool's gold. Yeah, let them have it. I'm a firm believer that when people think there's something better than what it is that you're offering them, let them. Don't bind them. Don't hurt them. Don't be mad at them. Don't try to hold on to them. Let them surrender it and watch how God will take you to the next level. Not that it's a competition, but sometimes you got to let people do what it is that they want to do because it's always going to reveal their character. Not somebody sitting up bound to a sword maiden. Why you watching the divine feminine? Because you're reminiscing. Them forces in nature are whooping your ass. You sold your soul to the devil and the price was real cheap. So cheap that you ended up with a sword maiden and a coven that's controlling your head, your soul. Somebody wants you to rescue them from a group of people that they are under contracts with. That's not our situation. These witches use this man whenever they want to. If they want to mount him in the night, if they want to suck all his energy in the night, if whatever they want to do, he's at their very beck and call. They are under contracts with this person because they never sought sovereignty. If somebody wasn't able to see the pure love in you, that means that they didn't have their divine spark ignited, which leaves them in the dark. Let them. Yeah, they wanted the cars, the money, the clothes, and the hoes. I suppose. They told the devil, oh, I just want to be successful. The devil's like, oh, sure, no problem. It's cool. Don't even worry about it. Okay. And somebody was like, okay. And signed on the dotted damn line. You can get the money and you can get the power. Just keep your eyes on the final hour. Now you get in a tower, the 7 of Wands. Somebody didn't think you were going to stand your ground up against their manipulation. This is somebody that had 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot they were hoping could keep the door open on your side of the street, divine feminine. It's a sad day right now for somebody. I don't wish it on anybody. I'm just here to see the truth and tell the truth and go about my day. So the Most High God will say, I am well with you. Yeah, it was a third party situation. Look. And then somebody had the audacity to collaborate with people behind your back, not knowing that what they were doing, trying to take you out and steal your heart and take your soul, was merely something that would lead them to their own demise. When you share a soul with somebody in a soul contract, if they hurt you, they're hurting themselves. Why? I gave you love. You show me hate. Okay, well, one of us got to hold up this end of the bargain by way of the number 8. Turn it to the side. It's an infinity sign. Somebody didn't see the signs. The 9 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, my goodness. Clarify, Holy Spirit. You got the Chariot. You got a King of Cups here, a 7 of Wands energy. What's the King of Cups, a Chariot? There's a lover coming towards you. Knight of Pentacles energy. And somebody's trying to rush in with a sword maiden on their back. Somebody's still attached, okay? Somebody's got a soul tie. Somebody's attached to a witch, a whole coven. And whoever they paired them with, they're bound to this person. But they're trying to rush in as a Knight of Pentacles. But there's a King of Cups here. King of Cups is offering a cup of love because his love is overflowing. He's mastered his own heart and his intentions are good. The ancestors approve of this guy. Okay. Could be any sign. Water element is somebody that's flowing. Okay. Their emotions are in check. The 7 of Wands is passion, their heart. That's Leo energy. I love it. Somebody's mastered all the elementals. There's a decent guy here. The 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. This person is like, stay right there. Let me get out this deal with the devil. Like, and that's eternal, honey. You know that you can't get about that deal, right? You know how many death spells you tried to do on divine feminine? You sealed your fate. Every time you went to the devil asking for more and more and more and more and more, you got closer and closer and closer and closer to hell and damnation and eternal death. Somebody's trying to hold you back with the 4 of Pentacles. I can't make this up. Knight of Pentacles. My nose is itching, okay? Forging ahead, but running in place because they're bound by way of ball and chain to a sword maiden. She's the thorn in their side. That's who they've been paired with. This is the only person that this group feels is suitable for this person. Okay? Yeah, they control this person's power. 4 of Pentacles. This person wants to come in. They want you to stay right there. This is what they're praying. This is what they're asking the devil to do for them. And the devil is laughing like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I don't own that person's soul. I don't own that woman's soul. Clarify, Holy Spirit. What's going on, Spirit? Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. You're single, self-sufficient, independent, listening to your intuition. Your heart is on fire for the divine. Your emotions are in check. You're balanced. Divine masculine energy. 9 of Pentacles could also represent having a family. 9 of Pentacles reminds me of 9 months, slow and steady. Okay, a life coming in. Clarify what's going on. The Magician. What's the Magician, Holy Spirit? Manifesting. Somebody's manifesting love. Yeah, look, somebody's trying to manifest another deal with the devil. It's a joke, isn't it? This is their desire, is to hold you back, to keep you there long enough so they can finish out their demonic contracts. Who is out here holding their life? Who's out here putting their life on hold for somebody that's saying, let me finish out this deal with the devil? And the deal with the devil is eternal. They won't see you next lifetime. I feel like as they're signing these extra deals with the devil, they don't know that it's eternal because of what they already requested. They requested for the devil to take your light. Somebody even tried to transfer your soul to a sword maiden. Child, I know you lied. This person has tried everything on a spiritual level that they could possibly think of. Because they weren't able to physically have you by their side, they took the sword maiden, tried to transfer your soul to the sword maiden. That's what I just heard. Tried to transfer your power to some nasty, low vibrational ass like she demon or whatever the hell this is they done conjured up. Necromancy. Y'all are nasty. Y'all are so nasty. Even tried to transfer a child to impregnate her with a spirit baby that you all were supposed to have together. This is forbidden. Page of Cups, it's over. King of Swords, what's going on? Clarify the King of Swords. Somebody thought they were smart enough to do this. Now they look stupid. Sitting out there in the abyss, bound in some type of level of hell. Okay, a Gemini could be significant or something about retrograde. You're coming out as the Queen of Cups. Something about you're watching the tides roll away or something's being washed away. There's water here. Somebody's drowning in your sweet waters. You're too pure for this. You've released this. You hold the secret to life in your hands, in the palm of your hands. You're remaining calm, reading the 73rd Psalms. You can get the money and you can get the power. Just keep your eyes on the final hour. Now. Death. Well, death magic was done. The death angels have been loosed. It's safe to say that what comes next, because with magic and death and the tower, it's safe to say that what comes next will absolutely, completely release you, divine feminine, from this contract. Although you've been released, somebody just doesn't want to let go. Okay. And the sword maiden could be sick for trying to tap into your energy as well. Yeah. Overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles. Welcome back, ancient soul. Welcome to your other awakening. Another awakening. Yeah. You overcame death. Yeah, you overcame death. Somebody tried to take a sword maiden, a nasty little witch, and turn her into a Queen of Pentacles. Look, she's dead. It's just an empty vessel that needs a soul. This was the final betrayal. This was the final audacity. So with magician and death, they manifested death angels. That's a part of their contract with the devil. Yeah, I can't make it up. This is the message. Close this door, Holy Spirit. I call all my power back. Well, if this resonated, or if you liked the reading, or you feel like it helped you or helped somebody else, like, love, share, and or subscribe. Thank you for watching Spiritual Court TV. I will be back with more readings. Until then, peace be with you.